carbs stop fat loss. It's this is also really interesting to me because we know that's not true, but it's maybe we could, and maybe we shouldn't even tackle that one. What we actually may want to tackle is, because we've talked about it before, but alcohol stops fat loss, right? There's that idea. Do you want to tackle both those real quick, or one or the other? Because I think those are important to touch on. Just it's a little bit nuanced.
I mean, we can kind of tackle them in the same concept and same discussion. I mean, let's start with both of them are true in a sense and not true in another sense. So if you look at if you zoom in and you look at a very short acute time window, when you consume alcohol, you reduce the amount of fat oxidation that occurs in your body, right? Because your body begins to prioritize alcohol metabolism. So you reduce fat oxidation a little bit while your body's processing the alcohol. Then it resumes back to normal, right? The same thing is true when you consume carbohydrates. In an acute sense, when you consume carbohydrates, you reduce total fat oxidation in your body and you increase carbohydrate oxidation in your body. Like that's just the way it works, right? But when you zoom out over the time periods in which body fat loss occurs, that actually ends up not mattering. Because what actually matters is the level of energy deficit you have over weeks or months. And what's also interesting is the short-term acute changes in these things, even if they're consistently there for weeks or months at a time, it doesn't matter, right? So let's say I were to consume, let's just make a hypothetical situation. We know consuming carbohydrates decreases fat oxidation in an acute sense. If I were to just consume a little bit of carbohydrate every 30 minutes for a year, but still did not consume enough calories to be in an energy surplus, I would not gain weight. In fact, if I was in a deficit, I would lose weight.
Right.
So what happens is a lot of these like biochemical truths in an acute, very like myopic sense end up not mattering in the context of energy loss, right?
Yeah. Yeah.